Originally, I was talking to like my kid self. You know what I mean? I feel like if I could talk to like, you know what I mean? You have those times where you'd be like, if I could tell myself back then.
What would you tell 13-year-old Leon?
Man, bro, I would just tell him like, yo, keep your head up, man. Just like stay who you are. You know.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a special Get Familiar guest in the building. Everyone, welcome artist Leon in the building. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. Yeah. Now, we were just talking just briefly about your name, so let's get straight back into that real quick. So, artist name Leon. What were you thinking about branding-wise when you wanted to do like artist name Leon?
I mainly just wanted to, because Leon has always been the common denominator as far as like, names I wanted to go by, like stage names. But I wanted to do something where like nobody had, you know what I mean? For the most part, I felt like when I typed in artist name Leon in Google, nothing popped up about it. You know what I mean? And still to this day now, if I type in artist name Leon, everything about me pops up. So I'm glad I went with it because it was just, for me, it was just as simple as combining words I saw on the screen with my name Leon, and I just stuck with it.
Yes. And your name is actually Leon.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's dope.
So let's get straight into the music. You're pushing your latest single, Damage, out right now. You got this fly-ass tracksuit on and everything.
Yeah.
Love the visual for it. Give us the inspiration behind your music.
My inspiration just comes from everyday life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really try to, like, do what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? As far as, like, with the street shit and the drug shit. Like, I just take from my own experiences, And, I just try to, like, incorporate that in the music and make it just sound like me. I don't really try to sound like nobody else, So, for the most part, it's been working. People have been gravitating towards, like, the stories that I tell. I mainly just try to, like, keep it real and, simplify everything, and people just can relate to that,
So your songs emulate life a little bit, some stories?
Yeah.
So what are some moments that you reliving on the track?
I relive a lot of moments like, me being in, my earlier years. Like, I'll even reference some stuff like me going back to like high school, saying stuff like, how we used to hang in the street, but it's to a point to where it was more so that I was just like with friends and homies. I wasn't out there trying to like be in the street. Like, I seen a lot of stuff going down, but like as far as like me as a person, I've always been like the artsy, lover boy type guy. Like, I was always, I'd rather be with the ladies than be out doing some senseless shit. So I try to like tell stories about that rather than, the other aspects of, what people expect for you to talk about.
That's fine. So where are you? Are you originally from New York?
No. I moved to New York 2014. I was out there for like 5 years, but I'm originally from Georgia though.
Okay.
What part of Georgia are you from?
Valdosta.
Okay.
Valdosta. You from the South?
South
from the
yeah.
country.
Yeah.
I got some family in the sticks too.
Yeah.
In the sticks. Like,
it's nice out there, man. It's peaceful.
It is peaceful. It peaceful. Yeah, you're right. It can be peaceful.
Yeah. Did you have any experiences in Valdosta as a black person,
right,
that you are putting in your music,
right,
or nah, you just leaving that alone?
I leave it alone,
Cause
if you pay attention to like a lot of what's going on in the hip hop industry, man, they taking everything you say and do and they using it against you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Even if say if you ain't really living that life where you are back then, say if you were rapping about something you did in the past, like they'll still use that shit against you to like, pull you over, run into your crib. You know what I mean? So I really try to be mindful about what I say and what I put into these songs, because a lot of times that shit can come back on you. So
I'm glad that you acknowledge and you recognize that, because there's so many of our artists, our black men, that take the opportunity, take the platform with music, and they don't realize the power that music holds, and also they don't realize like the representation that their music gives for them, when the world automatically sees you as fill in the blank.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So put them two together, and it's just a recipe for madness.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just trying to really just trying to break the mold to show you ain't got to do it like what everybody else is doing. Like if you believe in what you have and what you saying and what you doing, and you know what I mean, that's enough. You know, you ain't got to try to fit into the mold.
Yeah. That's going to take you far and separate you for a very long time.
Yes, I was just about to ask you, so who is that message for specifically? Like when you're putting these messages into these songs, who are you wanting to hear it? Like who are you giving it to?
I think originally I was talking to my kid self. You know what I mean? I feel like if I could talk to you know what I mean? You have those times where you'd be like, you know, if I could tell myself back then.
What would you tell 13-year-old Leon?
Man, bro, I would just tell him yo, keep your head up, man. Just stay who you are. You know what I mean? I feel like we get caught up, especially as black men, especially if you grow up without that father figure, that role model. You so easily drawn to what your friends doing, what the homies doing. You just get caught up in that, caught up so quick. So I would definitely tell myself just stay who you are, man. Don't try to be nothing that you're not, you know. Yeah. And I try to preach that through my music. Just be you, man.
Be you.
That's what's up. So you have an EP out now, right? Tell us about that. What's the story behind the EP?
The EP I did was with my homie Reef Money.
Yes, I saw y'all got I'm about to say, are y'all a group or what? Is he coming today? I was wanting to ask.
It was mainly just we was going to collaborate on this one song, and then the vibe was just so it just came so natural, and I had a couple more songs that I had already recorded. He heard them, was like, "Yo, you mind if I?" So it just made more sense. And after we had 3-4 songs, we said we might as well just
put an EP.
You know what I mean? So
okay,
those times and those rare occurrences don't happen often, especially in this industry, for to get somebody who you naturally vibe with. Right. It didn't come forth. So I feel like the same thing came with the music. It doesn't sound forced. It sounds like we known each other for 10 years, you know. So.
And it's a vibe that we can definitely get with, for sure.
Yeah, or naturally vibe with, or naturally work with, because everybody not trying to work.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. That's yeah. You gotta work, man. You can't see.
You gotta be ready to work when you coming up here.
Okay, how talented you can have the most talented in the world, bro. If you ain't working, you ain't grinding.
So let's get into the work and that story behind it. What brought you into music?
I always just wanted to do music. I just felt like it was just so far-fetched that, was the point of me even trying. You know what I mean? You grow up doing something. Some people grow up, they naturally know how to sing, but they don't really, I feel like everybody got that person in their family that, can really sing, but...
Ain't did
you know what I mean? It's damn, bro, you could have been up there with Bobby.
Could have been record.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want that to be me. It just got to a point in my life where I was because I was still recording, even though I wasn't putting stuff out. I would still go to, a homie recording studio at the house and just record stuff just for me personally. And, it just got to a point to where it's just I just got to put it out. People was telling me to put it out, telling me I had something, and it just took a long time for me to believe and have that confidence in myself that I could do it. You know what I mean? I finally just you know what? Artist named Leon, let's go.
Is that what got you to New York?
Yeah. I was chasing the music.
Wow.
I was like, it's got to be something out there, someone out there who I can bump into and just you know what I mean? I did. I feel like I met a lot of people who were genuinely interested in what I was doing. Shout out to my old engineer, Dutch, man. I feel like together we had created the sound of Artist Named Leon. You know what I mean? So I feel like if it wasn't for that groundwork, then it wouldn't have got me to this point, where I'm at now. So I'm definitely appreciative of the things that occurred at that time.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Now you said you was over across the pond in Spain. Were you touring?
Nah, we was just traveling. You know what I mean? We just
vacation.
Because it's ever since the lockdown hit, man. We just been stir crazy. Even going to the studio, sometimes it feel like it was a repetitive thing. I just wanted a change of scenery and some inspiration. I feel like that's what I got without even trying. Just being out there naturally vibing with what was going on in the culture out there. I feel like it, right now I feel I'm sitting on some really, really good music, man. I just can't wait to put it out.
Yes, when is it coming, right?
We got a single, my next single, In Vain. We got that coming next week. Just finished that up, getting the final mix and master on that, and it's sounding crazy right now, so I'm really excited for the people who've been following me and fuck with the music to really hear, what we doing next, so.
Yes. Make sure we get a you send that our way too, so we can
for sure,
get that in the mix.
Definitely. So one thing that we believe at Nightmare Radio is that if your dreams don't scare you, that they're not big enough.
Yeah.
You believe you fucking with that?
All the time.
Okay. So what about your journey so far has been the scariest, and how have you overcome it?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to say I suffer from it, but I do have like social anxiety.
Really?
Like even me being here, like it takes me a minute to like get comfortable, and I feel
You're
like
doing a good job.
Thank you. And even on stage, it gets me. But the thing is, I like performing.
Yeah.
But that stage fright hits me every time, and it's just something that I'm really trying to overcome. But I heard some of the greats say, people like Michael Jackson and Jay-Z say, like, if you don't feel that feeling of fright every time, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right.
So
it fuels you though,
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
How do you actually get over it? Like, do you have like a pre-show ritual or?
Yeah, I'm trying out different things, like even right now with the sunglasses, like it ain't even trying to be like too cool. Like it's like really, cause it's like.
I've heard that though. People in the industry always keep dark shades. Did you tell them that? Was that
I ain't telling them that, but it's
yeah, that's
like because you can control your thoughts and people can't really see.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I've been trying to shy away from. I was like, man, I don't want like a douchebag on camera with glasses.
I mean,
on.
you look cool.
Yeah, you cool.
But
do your show interview, man. Pop that shit. Do what you want to do.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it definitely it helps with that, and it's just something that I'm definitely working on. I'm just like you said, like practicing rituals, whether it be like taking a second to like close my eyes for a second and just gather my thoughts, or taking like deep breaths. You know what I mean? I encourage anybody who suffers from stage fright or any type of anxiety to like really seek out treatment or practice things like meditation. I feel like that stuff really helps. So.
We appreciate you for even being open enough to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why we ask that question, but sometimes we don't get, the genuine types of responses like that. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Your transparency is very much appreciated.
Yeah.
For sure. So, Leon, appreciate you so much for coming through today.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Where can the people follow you? Do you have anything coming up? Where can people come and see you perform, get your music?
Yeah, you can follow me on all social media platforms at artist name Leon. I'm pretty sure the Meet the Underdogs got a show coming up
in April.
Yeah,
right.
so
You gonna be on that?
I'm gonna be out there. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be in the building for that too.
Right.
I mean, we be in the building for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be lit then. So
yeah, for sure, definitely.